Dual sports and more dual sports. Yep, the Milan Show just happened. Tons of new dual sports and adventure bikes that came out. Did you happen to catch it? And if you did, well, you know what? You probably saw some pretty cool stuff. But we're going to talk a little bit about it next on the Radio 690 ADV. KTM North Texas is your headquarters for everything KTM and your one-stop shop. Hey guys, Joe here, 690 ADV. Are you looking for a new KTM bike? Yeah, they got them. They got adventures, enduros, dirt, racing, street, parts and service. Yeah, they got it. KTM North Texas is one of the largest aftermarket parts suppliers and repair shops in the state of Texas. Yeah, Texas. They don't just service KTM. They service most every major brand out there. If you're needing a fix or just getting race ready, you needing some new gear? Yeah, KTM North Texas, they got it. From helmets to jackets, pants, boots, goggles, tires, rims, new plastics, and so much more. So if you want great deals and to be treated just like family, don't wait. Call 817-275-2228 or text 682-465-6637. Or you can just email Bert directly at bert@slmracing.com. Don't forget, tell him 690 ADV sent you. That way you get your discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe here, Radio 690 ADV. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend and a great week last week. Times are changing. It's amazing how we go from not even Halloween and it's already Christmas on the television. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I guess I got to prep to get all of our money for Christmas. Anyway, excuse me. Milan Show. Motorcycles, dual sports, adventure bikes. Heck, just every motorcycle manufacturer, pretty much anybody who's anybody is at that Milan Show. And I love it because I speak fast sometimes and I say Milan, Mulan, and I can't help it. So I stand corrected. It comes out as Mulan, but it's actually Milan, and I understand that. Can't help it. It's just the way I am. I'm not changing for one person. But anyway, the dual sports, the adventure bikes, all the cool things. If you don't know about it, you should check it out. It's actually really, really cool. If you can actually go to it, man, what a candy store that would be. It would be absolutely amazing to see all the bikes that are out there and the new stuff and what the manufacturers are bringing, because that is the show, if you don't know about it, that all the manufacturers do all the unveiling. That's almost, without a doubt, the biggest motorcycle show in the world for all the motorcycles that are out there. And not just dual sports, adventure bikes, just motorcycles in general. And it's actually very, very cool. And it's kind of a neat thing to follow. So about this time every year, right in November, just kind of keep your eyes peeled, and then you can check it out and you can kind of follow what's going on and see what's out there and all the new bikes that are out there. But yeah, they can build quite a few things. And then we got teased with a couple of things, and we have some videos that are going to be coming out on some of these bikes and what my opinions are. And that's really what they are. The 690 ADV is not an in-depth review channel. It's not something to, that I'm going to sit there and know 100% of everything about everything, but it's really more of an interest-sparking starting point is what 690 ADV is really about. It's about motorcycle talk, and to get information from everybody that's out there, and what do you think about it, and to spark conversation, because that's half the fun. Because I've noticed, we're coming up on 2 years that, some of the things that we started doing this channel and the podcast, and it's not me, but it's a lot of us. We're starting to get some of the things that we're asking for. It's starting to come around, and I think if we speak just loud enough, maybe the manufacturers will listen and give us a little bit of what we want. But I think one of the biggest, there were about 3 bikes that I thought were just really worth chatting about a little bit. Number one, I thought it was a hit and it was a miss, and I did a video on it the other week, was the KTM 390 Adventure. I I love KTM. Don't get me wrong. I just think that, they nailed it, but they also failed. I think we're going to get, and I'm still trying to get information, see if I can't dig in and get a little bit more, but, it's a 390S because it's more street than it is off-road with that 390 KTM. And I heard a lot of people, we had a little bit of buzz on that one. But I just think that they missed it with they didn't put the spoke tires on it. We didn't get an 18-inch rear and a 21-inch front. We didn't get that R kind of off-road version. We kind of hoped that we would have got at least both, if not just that one only. But instead, they really pushed down the street side of it. And that's okay, because it will do some off-road. But for what it is, I just think that they kind of missed that part. But, I do like the direction that KTM's going. I think they're doing a really good job. I think that the way that they're streaming their bikes now, they're making them not all identical, but they're making them to where they're going to be. I think it will help us as a consumer in the long run if they start using a lot of the same parts, because it tends to bring the price down a little bit, instead of being so innovative that they have to go and fabricate and make these parts from scratch. And if they have to make them, then, that costs money. I mean, it is what it is. So, and then that's, and then KTM is known for that. But, the 390, awesome bike. I thought it was really cool. They've been talking about it for 6-7 years. It finally comes to light. It's actually going to happen. And they said that there's a spoke tire kit that you can get for it, but I don't want to have to buy a spoke tire kit to change that motorcycle. I want to buy it off the showroom floor the way it is. And that kind of sets it in the realm of, I'm not highly interested at the moment. But I do think KTM is listening, and I do think that there will be an R edition. Just don't know when, but I do think that there will be one coming in the not so distant future. Anyway, moving on from that, the other bike I thought was kind of neat, but kind of weird looking. It looks like one of those creatures that was on the Chronicles of Riddick. Is that Husky 901, the whatever they want to call it. I thought that was a pretty cool looking bike overall. I thought it really kind of, side by side looked a lot like the Yamaha, the Big Tenere, a little bit, but the big round headlight in the front, it kind of looked like that big round. If you've never seen the Chronicles of Riddick, it looks like the face shield of one of those creatures. But overall, I mean, a 901, not bad. I didn't really get to see the specs on it, but I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I thought it was cool. I mean, we all know that Husky is owned by KTM, and I think it's in the right direction. They're starting to, build some adventure series types bikes, and I think that's kind of cool. That's a good start for them. I think it looks cool. I didn't see an MSRP. I didn't see tons of specs on the bike or anything like that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but overall visual, pretty cool looking bike, looked pretty neat. And, for Husky, there's a lot of diehard Husky guys, and I think that they will definitely jump on board. If you know anything about it, definitely shoot me an email or put something down below in the comment section, and tell me more about that bike, because I didn't see a whole lot of spec on it. And then the last but not least, that at least caught my eye, was the, what was it? The Ducati, that Desert X. Now that bike looks sick. It looks cool. It looks like a cross between the, 700 from, Yamaha and, like a KTM bike. It just looked really cool. It looked like it could do the business. Looked really, really neat. I like the tire setup on it. I just like the overall. I know it's so new, and I know that they teased about that bike and that it's potentially going to be built, And if you don't know much about it, just go look it up. It's the Desert X. It looks really, really neat. I think it's cool that all these manufacturers are all starting to wake up from BMW and KTM of all these years. And now we're really creating tons and tons of competition out there for all these bikes. And it's given us choices. And it's very cool because now we're just not having to sit there and go, well, I hope BMW comes out with something, or I hope KTM comes out with something. Now, I mean, it's just everybody upon everybody. And I think it's fantastic. Everybody's starting to build bikes, and they're becoming, it's mainstream. And they're not just building one, they're building multiple bikes. I think it's awesome. KTM, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki's really stepping up their game too, especially in the V-Strom series, doing a great job there, and then you're getting Ducati and stuff. I mean, you're getting manufacturers that don't normally try to bring it in the ADV world. I think they're starting to realize that it's catching on. It's becoming very, very popular now, not just in Europe, but also in the United States. And highly, highly cool. So I think it's fantastic. If you don't know much about the Milan Show, check it out. Very, very cool. And you can really get lots of updates and stuff on new bikes that are coming and stuff that's out there. And if you don't, well, just check the channel out, because we're going to do lots and lots of videos on that type of stuff. So anyway, like I said, hope you guys had a great weekend. I thank you so much for tuning in. What do you think? Down below, don't forget, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, be part of the 690 ADV. Other than that, you guys have a great week. 690 out.